East, Mid, South, West Radio.
We've got the hits, and we're flinging them all at you.
Cat Noir presents Bundy, I Shrunk the Ted Part 2 by Matt Sanders and Kevin Chilvers. Meanwhile, coming up now on East Mid South West Radio, don't bring around a cloud to rain on my parade, but I'm sure someone's definitely raining on theirs as we go to Stargazing Live.
18, 19, 20... Well, if nothing else, I've still got all my fingers and toes.
That's a blessing, Ted. It was certainly a narrow escape. But are you sure the ant has gone?
Yes, there's no way he could fit in here. It's a bit of a squeeze even for us, and I haven't seen the ant for a few moments now.
Well, I for one would like to take a jolly deep breath of relief. I just don't think it's wise under current circumstances, so I'd prefer not to attempt it.
I can hardly blame you, Bundy. I am too currently struggling to take deep breaths, particularly through my nose.
It does pong something rotten in here, Ted. I wish it didn't.
I wish that too.
If I were at my fullest height, I'd feel rather ashamed.
It's not your fault, my friend. How are you to know that we'd be shrunk down to only 5 millimetres in height, chased by an ant, and then have to hide in a crevice under the sole of one of your old Wellington boots?
Yes, but the very notion I used said boots to tread in something unpleasant prior to this event, Ted. It beggars belief. I'm shocked I didn't notice before.
Well, we're certainly noticing now, Bundy. I'm going to have to put these clothes straight in the wash if we ever return to normal height.
I'm not surprised. I'm struggling to get comfortable myself.
Careful not to push me, Bundy. I'm trying not to touch anything in here.
Oh, apologies, Ted. It's hard to do anything except remain perfectly still and try not to breathe. And even that's becoming tiresome.
Then maybe it's time to leave. The air is indeed ripe with the scent of the countryside here. It doesn't look like the ant's coming back anytime soon.
Perhaps the odour scared it off.
I would completely understand why.
Then let's leave this wretched place, Ted. I want to smell nice things again, and I'm worried that I won't.
Very well, Bundy. Follow my lead. We'll crawl under here until we're back out and try not to raise your head up at any time along the way.
Lead on, Ted. Lead on. Do you suppose it's a cow pat, Ted?
I've been wondering that, but I don't think it smells like a cow.
A badger, then? Or a deer, perhaps?
If anything, I'd be inclined to believe the walls of the tunnel we're currently crawling through came from your old dog Chester.
Ah, I see. Perhaps we should crawl quicker.
Here we are, Bundy. Back out on the observatory floor.
Oh, Ted, can you imagine the relief of stepping out from under the crippling oppression of one's own boot? It's worthy of Dostoevsky, Sartre at least.
The philosophy is equally as mind-boggling, Bundy, I agree.
Yes, but smell the air. You can positively taste it.
I'm happy to be free too, my friend, but I'm not sure I want to be tasting anything for a while.
Ah, once again, I'm most dreadfully sorry, Ted. I assure you that should we ever return to normal size, though, the first thing I'll make certain to do is thoroughly clean my wellies.
After we put some jam down for Tim the ladybird, of course.
Of course, of course.
Wonder where he is, by the way. Can you see him?
No. Oh, that giant green light on the wall is back on, though.
Oh, good. That must mean we're back broadcasting again.
Well, if that's the case, listeners, and if you're still able to hear us, please by all means do get in touch.
Yes, listeners. And by get in touch, we mean please do pop over to the observatory in person. The address is the Observatory, Norfolk. We'd really love to see you.
Yes, and by pop over, we mean please do come here at your earliest convenience with thermal sensing equipment to detect our body heat, long-distance macro cameras, and a pair of your finest, gentlest lifting gloves.
And perhaps a clean set of clothes so I can burn these ones.
Oh, yes, Ted. And please could someone be kind enough to let Marjorie know that the beef in the slow cooker is probably a little overdone by now.
I think that takes care of everything. Meanwhile, I still can't see any sign of Tim the ladybird.
Me neither. Although I never noticed how dusty this old observatory floor is until I was shrunken down to 5 millimetres tall.
It's like an indoor Savannah Plains, Bundy.
Wait. I think I just saw a flash of colour hovering over there.
I think I saw that too.
There it goes again.
Oh, yes. Look, there's another one.
A different colour this time, Ted. They're too large to be ladybirds.
Agreed. Look, there's more of them now. A few of them are landing and settling on the floor.
Whatever's going on? They all look extraordinarily beautiful with their wings folded behind their backs. Oh, look, it seems even more adjoining them.
Come on, Bundy, let's go over there. This is too good an opportunity to miss.
I wonder why they're gathering like this, Ted. They're all sitting in groups of circles, and even more are landing now.
Well, Bundy, unless I'm very much mistaken, We're currently witnessing our first ever butterfly convention.
Really, Ted? I had no idea butterflies met for social gatherings.
Oh yes, not many people have seen them close up, but they've long been speculated across the globe and throughout history, except in 2020, of course.
Of course.
If we play our cards right, we might learn what butterflies meet about for the first time in human history.
Let's keep our voices down then, Ted.
Good evening. All right, everyone.
Yeah, all right. Good to see you too, Sally.
You too, Geoff.
How's business?
Not bad, not bad.
Hello, Carl.
Hi, Kelly.
Howdy.
Let's hear you.
I'm here.
Evening, Liz.
All right, everyone, that's enough.
Evening, Brian.
If I could just ask you to settle down so we can focus. Firstly, good evening to you all. Thank you very much for being here. I appreciate how hard it can be to get through the window on a Monday night.
Brian.
Yeah.
Now, I've got a lot to get through this evening, so I'd appreciate it if we could just make a start.
That's easy for you to say, Brian. Maybe Steve had a lot to get through today as well, but look where he is now.
Oh, here we go. You're starting early tonight, George. Come on then, let's have it. What's on your mind?
Well, I'm just saying that week after week we meet here, and yet the one night Steve can't be here is because he got walloped by a newspaper hurled across the street by some idiot human.
Look, we've been through this, George. It's just how it is. I don't make the rules. I just try to keep things as butterfly focused as I can in an increasingly industrial world.
Yeah, but it's getting to be that it's not safe to go out there anymore, Brian. I'm finding less and less places to land, and the moment I do, I get chased away by screaming children or dogs. Well said.
It's not
Look, I sympathise with your frustration, George. It's why we have regular meetings, so we can all vent.
Yeah, but it's not just physical safety anymore, is it?
How do you mean?
Well, some filthy human grabbed an opportunistic photo of me the other day whilst I was taking a dump on a nettle leaf. It's disgusting. What about my personal rights and liberties? Yes, what he said.
I see. So are you all feeling this way?
Well, I am a bit. Yeah. Hang on. What'd he say?
He said, is anyone else feeling like this?
Oh. Feeling like what?
Aggrieved like George.
Oh, yeah. I am, mate. Yeah, I am.
Yeah. Same here.
And now they're trying to photograph us on the toilet. It's unacceptable. It really is.
Yeah, disgusting. A woman tried to spray me once with something, and I don't even know what it was.
Yeah, whatever's wrong with people?
Don't see giraffes moving like that.
I had someone try and film me while I was laying my eggs a few weeks back.
Oh.
Yeah, I agree.
You see, Brian, humans really are a terrible species. Yeah, exactly. Well said, George. Yeah. And why do their cars smell so bad?
Yeah, they all do. Horrible.
Look, I've said it before. Being a butterfly isn't easy. Our lives are hard, short, and incredibly complex.
Oh, don't get me started on complex, Brian. I was perfectly happy when I was a caterpillar, back when I used to walk like this. Whoop, 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 whoop. And then suddenly, blammo. I'm in a silk shell for 3 days, and now look at me.
I'm not doing this again, George. You look as regal as the rest of us.
Never mind regal, mate. I've only got 6 legs. I used to have loads of pairs. That's how I used to go whoop, 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 whoop when I walked. Now everything's different.
We've been over this, George. Like every butterfly, you've always had 6 legs. Although back when you were a caterpillar, you would have had some additional pairs of pro legs or false legs, just as we all did.
Well, I wish someone could have told me I was going to change. I bought 18 pairs of custom-made Nikes. Do you know how expensive it is to get Nikes custom-made for a caterpillar?
You're not a caterpillar anymore, George. You're a butterfly, same as the rest of us. And you're living a life that can sometimes be hard, just as we all are.
Yeah, well, if I'd have known it would be this hard, mate, I'd have stayed in my chrysalis. I thought my wings were going to be much stronger than this.
Yeah, good point. He's right. Yeah, these things like paper can't even go out on wet days.
Yeah,
He's
like
right.
paper they are.
All right. Perhaps you could all just settle down a little. I appreciate everyone's aggrieved, but we've still got a lot to discuss, and we haven't even gotten to the new motorway that's being built 2 fields over from here.
Crying out loud. More roads? That's all we need.
Yeah, more smelly cars.
Smelly cars.
Hang on. Who are those 2?
No way.
I think we've been rumbled, Ted.
I think we have. Looks like there's nothing else but to introduce ourselves.
Splendid idea. Good evening, everyone. I'm Bundy, and this is Ted.
Hello. We were just marvelling at your colourful display and decided we had to come over.
Careful, mate. Banging on about colour in the modern world. Yeah, the nerve.
We didn't mean any offence. It's just that we've never been to a butterfly gathering before.
Gathering? Look, this isn't some sort of social event, you know. When we want to meet socially, we go to the pub.
Exactly.
Do butterflies have pubs then?
Yeah.
Come on. Do me a favour.
Of course we have a pub. It's called the disgruntled butterfly.
Yeah.
It's where we go to vent our problems.
So, what's the purpose of tonight?
Well, this is a purely professional arrangement, of course, where we come to talk about the practical aspects and methodologies of successfully managing the working day as a butterfly. Then we'll all go down the pub afterwards.
Hear, hear, Brian. Well said.
Thank you, George.
Well said, Brian. Well said.
Well, we're very sorry to you all. Bundy and I had no idea how hard life must be for a butterfly.
Ted's right, everyone. It's only since we've been shrunken down to this size we've begun to see the world from a whole new perspective.
Wait a minute. They're humans.
What? Let me at him. Oh, tear him apart.
Yeah, you give him one for me, Georgie. Yeah,
He's right.
Hit them both.
wallop him.
Now, everyone settle down. This is not how we approach the world. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt. What do you two want?
Well, to be honest, Ted and I got shrunk by a laser, and we'd be incredibly grateful if you could help in any way with returning us back to our regular heights, as we're finding things awfully difficult with being so small.
Oh, so you can't stand a bit of change, huh? Just like a human.
That's right.
Look, if you can't handle change, mate, you want to try being a caterpillar.
Butterfly, George.
Yeah, whatever. Point is, why should we help any humans? What have they ever done for us, apart from photograph us while we're on the toilet? They do have smelly cars.
Well, I honestly thought butterflies would be more friendly than this, Ted.
As did I, Bundy.
Oh, now he's getting judgmental. Look, get out of here. Go on, clear off. Boo! Go on, clear off. Get out of here. Boo!
Look, I think it's time the pair of you left.
What?
Come on, Bundy. I don't think we're welcome here.
Oh, yes, Ted. Well, thank you all for showing us something we've never seen before, and goodbye for now.
Goodbye, everyone. Come on, Bundy.
Let's walk a bit quicker, Ted. Well, I never thought I'd be so grateful to get away from somewhere, Ted.
I thought that when we were under your massive Wellington boot earlier.
Oh, yes, I remember. Perhaps our current scent made the butterflies upset.
I think they were just surly, Bundy. Everyone seems to have a reason to be upset nowadays.
I suppose that's true. But if we ever get out of this, I'd like to treat butterflies with far more respect in the future.
Good for you, Bundy. After you've put out some jam for the ladybird and cleaned the muck off your Wellington boots, of course.
Oh, yes, Ted. All top priorities.
2 more ominous figures up ahead.
They're as big as houses, Ted. What do you suppose they are?
Unless I'm very much mistaken, Bundy, they look like giant woodlouse.
Or real lice-sized woodlice, given we're the ones who have shrunk.
Precisely, my friend. Now you're catching on. Let's go and say hello.
Good idea, Ted.
They might be able to give us a lift up the desk leg and onto the laser.
What do you suppose they're up to?
I think they're eating the floor. I say, would it be all right to disturb you both for a moment?
Uh-oh. Look out, Norman. I think we've been rumbled.
What? We weren't doing nothing.
Hello to the two of you. I'm Bundy, and this is Ted.
Hello.
We're sorry to pester you on this fine evening, but we're in a spot of bother and wonder if we could ask you for some help.
Oh, no.
Yeah, don't know about. Not sure about that.
No.
Look, we can see you're busy woodlice, but we wondered if we might be able to get a lift up onto that desktop over there.
Oh, yeah? What makes you think we're woodlice, then?
Well, without wishing to cause offence, you both look exactly like woodlice and seem to be behaving in exactly the way that woodlice would do.
Uh-huh. Well, you two seem to know an awful lot about woodlice.
Yeah, for all you know, we could be undercover badgers.
Undercover badgers, Norman. Where'd you pull that one from?
Well, I'm just saying, innit? Don't judge a book by its cover and all that.
But surely you two are too small to be badgers. I mean, you might both be enormous to us right now, but badgers would be inconceivably big.
Oh, yeah? How big exactly?
Well, I should imagine at least as big as that waste paper basket over there.
He's got a point, Norman. We're not as big as that.
All right, then, so we're not undercover badgers. How about undercover voles?
Then you'd be the size of that rotten apple core on the floor in the distance.
Shrews?
Look, we've got no problem you're woodlice and that you're eating our floor. In fact, if you were able to help us return to our normal height, we could even look to get you some tasty pieces of wood in instead of chomping on these old floorboards.
I see. Perhaps you'd give me a moment to consult with my associate.
Of course.
Gareth, a word.
Mumble.
What kind of wood?
Whatever kind you'd like.
Oak.
Yeah, oak.
Oak it is. Consider it done.
Mumble, mumble, mumble.
Mutter,
Mumble, mumble.
mutter, mutter,
Mumble,
mutter,
mumble,
mutter.
mumble. All right, we'll do it.
Yeah.
Oh, that is fantastic news. Thank you both ever so much. You see, we need to get to that desk over there and up onto the laser on top of it.
Exactly. Unless a helpful ladybird flies in first with updated instructions, obviously.
Obviously.
Whoa.
Yeah, I don't know
No.
about that.
No,
Sounds a bit
no.
costly, I think.
Yeah, could be the sun,
could
mate,
be
yeah.
the flange tank.
Yeah, it's not going to be cheap.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I don't know. No. I think this one's a bit out of our pay grade, mate.
Yeah.
But you'll definitely want to talk to Terence.
Terence?
Yeah.
Oh, how wonderful, Ted. A lead.
Yeah, you can depend on old Terence for helping matters such as this one. Well, most of the time you can depend on him.
Yeah, most of the time, yeah. Well, I mean, some of the time anyway.
Yeah, some of the time, to be fair, it's about 50-50.
Yeah, about that, yeah.
Either Terence will listen to every word you tell him and give you the fullest of help and support he can.
Or he'll eat you both on the spot.
Like I say, it's about 50-50, but I can't imagine you getting better odds out here, to be honest.
No, I shouldn't have thought so.
Well, then let's go find Terence, Ted.
Absolutely, Bundy. Thank you both so much for your help. Goodbye.
Yes, goodbye, and thank you again.
Terence.
Didn't you hear him
Terence.
say he might eat you both? No? Fair
Terence.
enough.
Terence.
I bet they get eaten within the hour.
Terence.
Fancy a small floorboard?
Terence.
Yeah, go on then.
Terence.
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 You have been listening to Bundy, I Shrunk the Ted Part 2 by Matt Sanders and Kevin Chilvers. If you enjoyed what you heard, then give us a like and subscribe and follow us on Instagram at Cat Noir Podcast. Join us again next week for Part 3.